Okay, hello. So can you tell me what's your name?
Oh yeah, sure. As you know, my name is Quân. I am a Vietnamese people. I live in a mountainous. I live in a mountainous region, and at the moment I am a student. And sometime I really want to be I want to be a staff too. Yes,
All right.
I be a staff. Yes, right.
Thank you so much. So today we are going to talk about some topic. The first topic is traveling on a public transport. So my first question from you is what kind of public transportation do you usually take?
Okay. So I live about the public transport do you usually take. I live in an undeveloped region, an undeveloped metropolitan. So the system of service for the public transportation here is not really good. So I do not usually take this because it is inconvenient, but sometime maybe once or two time a week or a month I use about the bus. Yes, I use a public for public or also I always do it to lead. Yes, to lead and to take my household and take some household and take my parents to go to somewhere if to go to somewhere if it is too long. Yes, it is if the distance is too long, about more than 10 kilometer. Yes,
All
it
right.
is not convenient for me. Yes.
Do most of people prefer public transportation in your country?
um I guess that's okay. So I guess that's also the bus is cheaper to get around, but I know that's not many people like to do this because um in comparison to some another country, so the system in our country, both the big and small metropolitan is not really good, not really convenient, and not convenient, and we also need to have a privacy time. Yes, a time for the privacy, and a time for the privacy. So the bus stop is not really good, not really suitable for almost people here also. And in some circumstances, no, not really some, almost the circumstance, the circumstances, the speed. Yes, the speed of public transportation. Yeah, the speed, I'm so sorry, it means the speed of transportation compared to the privacy, to the private transportation is it is bad. It is worse, worse.
Did you take the transportation when you were a kid?
um I do not usually take transportation when when I was a kid, because where because my parents always were the drivers for me to anywhere, to the hospital, to the school, to anywhere. And I live in a region, it was really close to the amenities. So I could go on foot. I could go on foot to go on foot, and did not need to take a transportation.
All right. So thank you so much. Let's move to another topic that is home or accommodation. My first question from you is what kind of housing or accommodation do you live in?
Okay, so at the when I okay, so when I was a child, I lived in a grandy house where we are where grandy house, that there was that we have my father was older, my parents were older a land, and they built a house, or rather have a garden, because I live in when I were a child, I live in outstanding. Yes, in a outskirts of the city, but at the moment I live in an apartment. Yes, I live in an apartment, and with some other household, and it is close to some amenities, and the environment is better than last.
Hmm. Who do you live with?
Okay, so now I live with my parents because I do not my parents because I was I am a teenager now, and I'm a teenager, not an adult, so I cannot live live alone and cannot be independent from my parents.
How long have you lived there?
Okay, so the house, the accommodation I live here at the moment is I live here more than 10 years. Yes, it is similar to more than 1 decade. Well, I'm so sorry, more than 1 decade. It is have many souvenirs, and I have many friends, many friendly neighborhood. Yes, here it is so good.
Do you plan to live there for a long time?
Okay. I to be honest, I intend to buy an individual house to I wish I wish in the future I'm sorry, in the future I wish I will an owner of a villa in some metropolitan and some quiet place to live with my family, with my private family, with my wife, with my children. But it is far, yes, it is a far future, and in the far future and in the near future I will in the near future I am planning to remove here because because the next time I will study student in the university.
All right. So which room does your family spend the most of the time in?
Okay, so it is depends on the need and the time of the some family in the some family so sorry, member in the family. But if whole the family need to have a meeting, and need to have a meal together, we also meal together or have a meeting, we also use the kitchen. Yes, the kitchen and the dining room in my country, in my family and almost the household in Vietnam. Kitchen and dining room is one. Yes, they also have dinner and have a meal in the kitchen, and that is a place, that is also a place for on only for the family, or only and their friends sometime. Yes.
All right. So are the transport facilities to your home very good?
It is okay, so there are something good, but there are something not really good, because really good because I do not live in an expensive or in two okay, so or in two best region. It is a small city, the small country, and there are something good like there are something good like the qualification, so sorry, the qualification of maybe the qualification of the routine, the qualification of street, it is good. And the police of traffic is and it is managed by the traffic polish really good. But sometimes it's not good, like the public transportation, like the awareness of the awareness of people around here. Yes, thank you.
Do you prefer living in a house or a flat?
Okay, so I prefer living to a house to the flats because because about the economic, right? About the economic and our investment. A house is more valuable than a flat. Yes, a house is more valuable than flat, and the quality is is also better because the area is bigger. The area is bigger, and almost the flat in our country and in around the world, they do not have 2 floors. They only have 1 floor. They only have one floor per flat, per apartment. But if we own a land or we own a house, we can build more than, yes, we can build 1 floor, 2 floor, 3 floor, and moreover, yes, more, yes, and we can own and we can the time to own the house basis or basis on the law is longer than a flat. We can also own a flat about at maximum is 100 years, but 100 years. But if we own the house or a land, we can be the owner of this real estate more than.
All right. So please describe the room you live in.
Okay, so about the room I live in, I think I live in a house that I have 4 or 5 rooms, but at the moment I think I introduced you about my bedroom, right? Okay, this is a place where this is a place for me to fall asleep. The first, it is also, yes, it is a bedroom. It is for me to fall asleep. Yeah, so we have a bedroom, we have a wardrobe, the bedroom, the wardrobe, and the wall for me to contain some thing like a chopstick, like a bowl, like a refrigeration, and it is and have a place, have a region to have a spot, yeah, and we have a spot for also we have a spot for the custom, yeah, for the clothes too. And in addition to this is also my private, yes, it is also my private place to my private spot too, and it is the region for it is a room for my privacy. So beside the for a sleep, so when I also live, I also have the bathroom. I also have the bathroom and the place and the space for and the space for studying. Now at the moment I communicate with you and GoldMax English by the desk and by the desk and have an internet access, yes, in there, right?
What part of your home do you like the most?
Of course, the part of course that it is my bedroom. This is my favorite part in my home because I really want to have I really want to have plenty of time, yes, a lot of time for the privacy, for myself, for only myself, that we have a space to communicate, to have access to access with my friends by the video call, access with you, access with some another people that I can have a talk with them privacy that do not any people can see. It is better than the kitchen and better than any class than any place.
Okay, so let's move to another topic, that is books and reading habits. How often do you read?
I do not really understand what the meaning of the read here. So I read here. I do not really know that you want to ask me about the reading a story or reading a novel or reading anything. So both that I read all day. Yes, I read all day because why? Why I do that? Because if you want to ask about the novel or the book, right? I also read at least 10 pages, yes, 10 pages of a book story one day, yes, it at least. Moreover, at the moment I'm practicing English, yes, I'm practicing English I'm so sorry, IELTS certificate. So I'm reading all the documents of the syllabus both day. Yes, I read it all day, and at the moment I read the yes, the online document with you.
All right, so do you have many books at home?
Yes, I have a lot. I have more than 1,000 books because it is inherited. Yes, inherited a lot of book, both old book and new book from my parents, from my brother. They also inherited to they also inherit the thing to me, and I have, yes, and I spend many time to read book because it is also the time for me to have
All right.
unstressfully feeling. Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. What kind of people like reading and what kind of people they don't?
Okay, so this is depends on many aspects. What kind of people like reading? It depend on many like many aspects and many experience of some people also, and depend on the need. For example, we live in the digital era, so era, right? So we can search on the Google, search on the we can have a search on internet, and we can and it is provide me anything we need, but they cannot protect the exact of that information. So some people like reading, if they do not, for example, many French of mine, they do not spend any belief, any their belief of them on the information from the internet. So they find in the library to have a book, but some people do not like reading, do not consume the knowledge by reading. They also like watching video, they also like listening, they also like some listening or some media, right? Media. So they also show the internet, and they show the YouTube. They also use the YouTube, TikTok, internet to consume. Yes, it
All
is.
right. So next, let's go to the next topic, housework and the cooking. Do you do some cooking or help your family cook at home now?
At the moment, whole of the housework, right? Whole of the housework in my family, in my family are also my responsibilities. It is really like a cook. I am the cooker. I am the cooker. I'm ocean. I am the people that's responsible for whole the working like this, how to support my family, to encourage my parents to spend more time, yes, more time to earn new money.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have
So,
breakfast at home every day?
yes, also from okay, so it is our habit. It is our habit. It is our custom that my family also, you are then and now my family also have breakfast at home, and we breakfast at home, and the breakfast, the meal, the lunch of meal, and the dinner was also the same. We also have a rice. We also have a rice, have a rice, meat, fish, or any other like holes in the day, and they and we do not have too much time to buy to buy the breakfast outside.
All right. So there is the last topic I would like to ask you about singing. Do you often sing?
Okay, so music, yeah, right. Music is one of my favorite aspect. It is one of my hobby, and I can play some instrument like the piano, yes, like piano or guitar. But and I really like singing, but I do not often sing because I'm so sorry. I do not often sing because I do not have a professional voice. I cannot be a singer. At the singer in the past, I spent really time. I spent many time to singing for the music, and my teacher would and my teacher took me. Have one time that my teacher took me to the group of singer in the class, and in the school too. But I am really like to play the piano more, and I do not have a time to sing.
Is it difficult to sing well?
Yes, right. It is difficult to think well, but it is really difficult to be professional. Yes, to be a professional human like a singer, right? Because to be a good singer and to sing well like a singer, or like some aspect of music, we need to have a talent. The first time we need to have a talent. Besides that, we need to have a practice more than you say that if you want to see some art school like the Academy of Musical of Vietnam in Hanoi, that the student joining the student studied there about more than 10 years from the more than 10 years from the try to be the professional singer, more than 10 years. Yes, it is so long time. It's more than 1 decade, and we need to really hard. It is.
You want to be a singer?
Okay, so I like singer, but I do not want to be a singer. I want to be an engineer, or maybe I want to be the teacher of language, or maybe okay. So I want to have. Sorry, I want. Sorry. I wish in the future maybe I have a time to be your teacher. I want to be the teacher of teacher John. Thank you
so much. Okay, last question. What kind of music do you like to sing?
Okay, so there are two kind of music that's my favorite. Two kinds of music that is my favorite. The first is the first is the folk song. Yeah, it's a folk song, and the second is the classical song. But sometimes folk song and classical song is one. That's one. And so maybe I have a choice that I really like pop song and rap. Maybe, but some at the moment, many teacher, many singer and rappers that complexes. They have a complexion between the rap and the pop song. Maybe that is one.
All
So
right.
I'm really like free.
Thank you so much, Kwan. I think it's a very good conversation with you.
Bye.
Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.